More a product of, us understanding who we are. Guys getting a little bit more comfortable with their roles, being together a lot more, going through game situations, watching film. Really, it's a product of development as a unit, more so than the finer details, as that's a part of it.
Last time you played St. John's, obviously they put up a lot of points against you guys. So what is it defensively that you need to be sharper at this time around?
Well, they scored off a lot of our turnovers. I think we got to be attention to detail with their personnel. That may be the most points we've given up this year, in particular at home, for sure. So we just got to do a little better job guarding their personnel, not so much their plays.
With the schedule, first time around with teams like Creighton and Butler, you lose to them first time around, you beat them second time around. What does that say about the improvement the team has made? And I guess, obviously, you want to strive to do that against St. John's on Saturday, too.
Sure, it says a lot about the league as far as it being a round-robin league, being able to play an opponent twice, being able to make some adjustments with your personnel, with your game planning. Same thing that they'll do to us. It's their second time playing us as well. But I think it's what makes our league special is because we're able to play an opponent twice.
Can you talk, Coach, a little about playing at the Garden before the Big East tournament? I mean, last year it was big. Jalen had such a big game, and it was a big game for you guys. Kind of give you a little shot.
Yeah, well, we're really blessed to play in the Garden, and great that the Big East. I think this is the 35th season that we're playing our postseason tournament in there. But it definitely gives our guys a feel, especially our younger guys who haven't played in there under those lights yet, because our next game will be in that Garden. So I think it's a big plus for us to get in there and be able to play a game close to the tournament.
I think you stressed the other night, it's different playing in a regular season game as opposed to a postseason game there.
Absolutely.
Just talk about, you don't want the guys to get caught up in the postseason hasn't started too early. We still have a business to take care of in the regular season.
Well, I think the guys know what's at stake here. We're trying to become an NCAA team, and every win helps us get toward that goal. This is a regular season game. We'll treat it as such. Our guys' mindset isn't playing in the Garden, it's so much we're playing against St. John's.
Friar fans travel very well. Are you expecting a familiar crowd there on Saturday?
Every time we've played in the Garden, God bless our fans. They come out and support us there. A lot of our alum that are in Southern Connecticut and all of New York and New Jersey. I'm pretty sure we'll have a pretty big crowd there when we go there on Saturday afternoon.
Last time you were in the Garden, you were picked to finish 9th in the Big East, in the Big East Media Day. What do you think's kind of changed, and what do you think people kind of didn't account for with your team?
Well, when you lose somebody like, Ben, Chris, and Junior, like I told you, on paper, somebody got to be picked 9th, 10th, 8th, or 7th, and we just happen to be the team that everybody looked at. That's why I try to tell you guys all the time, it's not so much what the preseason polls predict, it's what you got to go out there and play. But if that was the case, why play the season? I mean, I know a lot of coaches say that. But, we have some resilient kids, and we still got a lot of work left to do. I'm glad that time is here. It's now time to see where we stand with the best of the best, and hopefully we play well on Saturday.
Using motivation techniques, do you still maybe even talk about that's what happened 6 months ago, or where you guys were picked, like remind the guys about that? Like just, even though you guys have been playing well, not to settle.
We talk about it a little bit. It's in our locker room, the preseason poll. You talk at it nauseum at the beginning, but our guys know where we stand. This is a big game for us come Saturday. It's a big game for St. John's as they're trying to play for postseason. One more to go and go into postseason to see what we can do.
Do you notice when the calendar turns to March?
I notice when it turns to March because that means I'm really exhausted. Yeah, I do. We do. It's March Madness at its best right now. It's good. It's fun.